Today I'm going to show you how to shorten a metal zipper. You can use this technique for the top zipper of the Wholecloth Patterns Fairmount Bag. You can find a link to the Fairmount bag and the rest of my sewing patterns in the notes below the video. I've included a lot of general zipper information in this video to make it accessible to beginners. If you'd like to skip ahead to the hands-on part of the video, you can use the timestamps in the notes. Now, let's get started. When you're sewing, it's helpful to know some zipper anatomy. So here I have a fixed end zipper, and that just means that when the zipper is fully open, the ends don't come apart. A zipper that does have ends that come apart is called a separating zipper, and you would normally see that on a jacket or a coat. A fixed end zipper is probably the most common kind that you would use when you're sewing bags. The piece at the bottom that holds the two sides together is called the bottom stop. And then you have the teeth that run up the length of the zipper. And the piece at the end that actually moves is called the slider. And the teeth come in one side and go out the other of the slider, and it either joins or separates the teeth. This piece that we use to move the slider is called the zipper pull. There's another set of stops here at the top. They're called the top stops right here. And they just prevent the slider from coming off when the zipper is fully closed. And then these two pieces of fabric on either side are called the zipper tape. Zippers come in different widths that are indicated by a number. This is a number 5 zipper, and that just means that the zipper teeth are 5 millimeters wide. I also have a number 3 zipper here, and on this zipper, the teeth are 3 millimeters wide. And when we hold the two together, you can see the number 5 is just a little bit bulkier, and the number 3 is just a little bit narrower. If you already have a zipper and you're not sure what size it is, often it will be marked on the back of the slider. So right here, in this circle on the back of the slider, this one says 3Y, so it's a number 3. And this one has a 5 in that circle, so we know that it's a number 5. Of course, zippers also come in different lengths. This is a 14-inch zipper, and the 14 inches is measured from stop to stop. Here is a 7-inch zipper, which again is measured from the top stop to the bottom stop. The little nubs of tape at either end are not included in the overall length of the zipper. These are your seam allowance, and they're usually 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch long. Zippers are commonly sold in 1-inch increments from about 4 inches to 10 or 12 inches, and then it bumps up to 2-inch increments above that. So you can pretty easily find a 12-inch zipper or a 14-inch zipper, but not a 13-inch zipper. And that's where shortening a zipper really comes in handy. Shortening a zipper gives you a lot of flexibility. You can either sew something very specific, or it allows you to use a zipper you already have rather than ordering something new for every project. The Wholecloth Fairmount bag uses a 13-inch zipper. So when I'm making a Fairmount bag with a metal zipper, I usually use a 14 and I modify it to be 13 inches. I also often shorten zippers when I'm making tether pouches. A whole set of tether pouches requires 9 zippers, and the zipper supplier that I use sells them in sets of 5. So I buy a set for the medium bag and a set for the large bag, and then I shorten the zippers that are left over to make the small bag. It just lets me make a whole set a little more efficiently. To shorten a zipper, we're going to recreate this end condition at a different spot. So we're going to pull out teeth and replace the top stops. We'll start with a zipper that is longer than what we need. So here I have a 14-inch zipper, and I'm going to turn it into a 13-inch zipper. To do this, we need a couple of tools. I'm going to need a ruler, something to mark the fabric with, some pliers, and zipper stops. All of these are pretty common tools except for the zipper stops. You can buy these for pennies on Amazon or Etsy. They're sized the same as zippers, so we're using a number 5 zipper, and I have number 5 zipper stops. First, I'm going to measure and mark the new size of my zipper. As you remember, a zipper is measured from stop to stop. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom stop, and I'm going to measure along my zipper to the point where I want the zipper to end. And then I'm going to make a mark on either side of the zipper. So here's the mark that I'm going to shorten my zipper to, and I'm just going to pull out all the zipper teeth above this mark. You don't really need special pliers to do this, but I find that needle nose pliers allow you to pull out one tooth at a time, and that does less damage to the zipper tape. I'm going to open my zipper a little further so I can get a good grip on the zipper tape, and I just use my pliers to hold on to the tip of one of the teeth, and then I'm going to just pull it out. You can see the tooth that I pulled out and the gap it left along the zipper tape. So now I'm going to do the same thing and remove the rest of the teeth along this side of the tape. So I removed all the teeth on this side, and now I'm going to repeat that on the other side. I've pulled all the teeth above the mark, and now I need to make room for the zipper stops, so I'm going to pull out a couple more teeth below the mark. The teeth alternate, so I usually pull out 2 on one side and 1 on the other. And now I'm going to put on the zipper stops. The zipper stops make a U, and the open end grips the zipper tape. So I am going to pick up the zipper stop with my pliers so that the opening is facing out. I'm going to align the zipper stop with the line that I made on my zipper, and then I'm going to give it a squeeze so that it grips this ridge on the zipper tape. Then I turn it around, and I want to squeeze it from the open side so it really is gripped onto the zipper tape. And I'm going to repeat that on the other side. Now you can trim this extra zipper tape at the end. You want to leave whatever you need for your seam allowance. I only need 1/2 inch, so I'm just going to cut them off right below the old zipper stops. And here is my finished shortened metal zipper. Thanks for following along today. Be sure to check out the notes below for links from today's tutorial, and click subscribe to follow the Wholecloth Patterns sewing channel.